Hello and welcome to my review on the brand new 2024 9.5-foot Valentine's Archway inflatable from Gemmy. This is a Line 9 sales exclusive, available online at numerous retailers, but only in-store at home. You'll find all the places this is currently sold on screen now. As for mine, I got it through Target. My at home never received any, and by being the cheapest option of $149.99, that would be the way to go. Features include 6 LED C7s and a total of 8 vibrant hearts, each with a different message on them. This is without a doubt one of the best looking boxes I've seen of late, showing off a pink and white color scheme, a font fitting for a Valentine's inflatable, and much more, even a gradient on the top. Both sides of the box are the exact same, though do vary from the front and obviously the back. Here we've got the real life comparison, where it appears clearance is 6 feet and not a tick more, though we will be putting that to the test here shortly. And finally, for the first time this year, our 2024 Gemmy Industries Corp. I'm tired of this sitting on my desk, so let's get this opened up and head out to the yard. A few weeks ago when I heard the set of YEF 125 via one of the inflatable collector groups on Facebook, I was extremely pleased but also surprised, as I thought an 80 would have sufficed. I now know why it doesn't have a YEF 80, because the Archway isn't the size it shows on the box. Yes, it is 9.5 feet wide, but it's also 9.5 feet tall. Most of the sites this is available through mention it has a height of 9.5 feet, so they at least got it right there. However, Gemmy is selling themselves short by mistake, of course, if one only looked at the box. That's not the only mistake, as the tethers provided don't actually fit the inflatable, a major oversight by Gemmy or a huge factory error. Either way, it's not good. This does come with spiral stakes as well for securing the right side. Those loops are located front and back, where I've instead used saw staples to bring it closer to the ground, stabilizing it, making up for the lack of tie downs. It's as ready as it's going to get, so time to plug in and inflate. Well, this has to be one of the most impressive archways I've seen from Gemmy for a non-Christmas Halloween design. I mean, truthfully, I was not expecting it to be this good, and as you know, not this big either. It inflates tight, meaning you're going to get years of use out of this thing, and with it comes some attention, as not too many people decorate for Valentine's Day, outdoors at least, so while I love it, it's for sure for a specific buyer. It makes the most sense, I believe, when being used for a party, not so much for a display, but I know some Gemmy collectors do put together a Valentine's Day setup. I'm personally just not one of those collectors. Whether you intend on purchasing this to add to your other heart-themed inflatables, or want it to have by itself, it's certainly a showstopper. Simply depends on if $150 minimum is worth it for a smaller holiday. Moving on to our design features, we'll start out with the zippers, the first of which is tucked under with a fan, unable to be seen during walkthrough, but the second is more towards the inner part of the arch, and is about a foot in length. Not found in any item description for this is the 50-inch width from the base of one column to the other. That's the amount of room you have to work with. And also, I didn't mention earlier that this does have a 35-second inflation time. If you care about that sort of thing, there's your answer. The complaint that comes up most often in my new reviews is without a doubt lighting. With 6 lights, every heart but 2 light up at night. It's really annoying to me that we can't bend it to 8 C7s for a non-colossal inflatable when it's a no-brainer decision for something like what we have here. It seems so stupid to me how today we can't ever seem to defy a standard of 6 lights inside inflatables with a YF 80 and above. I understand there are the exceptions, though oftentimes you're left with critical areas of the inflatable left dim at night due to that 6 light standard. On a more positive note, I do appreciate Gemmy putting a unique phrase on the hearts, as it's similar to having a candy heart or conversational heart archway, minus the other colors of course, but the idea is felt. The question remains, what is the true clearance height of this heart archway? And my eyes are telling me that at the tip of the pink and red heart is roughly 7.5 feet, and the white part would be about 8, meaning no one would have any trouble when walking through. The bigger issue is if for an inflatable like this, an indoor kind of scene would make almost more sense. So if there's standard 8 ceilings, that's where your trouble is going to come into play. I am releasing this review a little closer to Valentine's Day than I would have liked, but y'all are now equipped with everything you need to know before going about purchasing one of these or not. I'll tell you, for the $150 price At Home is selling this for, I'd highly recommend it. $170 isn't bad, but that would be my absolute max. I'll consider keeping mine, though realistically I don't have a need to. Until next time, I'll see you later. Peace out. Bye.